Hi, and welcome back to What's Your Skincare Routine with Leora Luciano. I'm your host, Leora, and welcome to the last episode of the Reset and Manifest 2026 four-part series. And if you are here and watching, you've done the audit, set the goals, built the boards, and now comes the important part, actually living it. Today, we're talking about how to stay accountable all year long, how to check in quarterly without judgment, what to do when life gets messy and you feel off track, and how to make sure that by December 2026, your vision board has become a list of receipts. This episode is your sustainability plan. Let's close this strong. As we know, most people set goals in January and then don't look at them until December. By then, it's pretty much too late to course correct. So quarterly check-ins serve you in many ways. You get to celebrate what's working, identify what's not working, and adjust your strategy without guilt. And you can stay connected with your vision instead of abandoning it. Think of it like this. If you only checked your bank account once a year, you'd have no idea where your money was going. Quarterly check-ins are your financial audit, but for your whole life. So here's what we're going to do. Set calendar reminders for the last week of March, the end of Q1, June, the end of Q2, September, the end of Q3, and December, the end of Q4. Block out 60 to 90 minutes and treat it like a meeting with yourself that you can't cancel. You can always reschedule, but I feel like at the end of the year, December gets a little tricky, so I actually make it happen a little bit earlier in the month. And here are the check-in questions for these sessions. You're going to want to pull out your vision board, your goal list, and your notebook, and answer these questions. What did I accomplish this quarter? List every win, big or small, that is aligned with that goal. Did you save money, work out more, pitch a brand, post consistently, read more books, write it all down? Next, ask yourself, what didn't happen and why? Did you not have time? Was the goal unrealistic? Did your priorities shift? This is the time to be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, what support and resources do I need? What do I need to adjust for the next quarter? Maybe you need a lower number, shift a timeline, add a habit, remove another commitment, or just ask for help. Next, ask yourself, what support and resources do I need? Do you need an accountability partner, a course, a budgeting app, a therapist, more rest? Name it and write it down. And next, how do I want to feel going into the next quarter? Reconnect with the feeling words from your pillars. Do you want to feel more grounded, more energized, more supported? Let that guide your next 90 days. Based on your answers, update your vision board as needed. Add new images, remove what's no longer aligned, rewrite affirmations. Your board should reflect where you are now, not just where you were in January. You don't need to track progress every single day, but you do need some kind of system. A habit tracker can be a simple grid or an app where you check off days where you did the thing that you want to track, whether it's movement, meditation, saving money, posting content, or maybe a wins journal. So every Sunday, write down 3 wins from the week. And by the end of the quarter, you'll have dozens of receipts, progress photos, or screenshots. If your goal is physical, financial, or content related, take monthly photos or screenshots. Visual proof is powerful. Another tool is a money tracker, using a budgeting app or a simple spreadsheet to track income, spending, and savings monthly. A content or career tracker, you can track pitches sent, partnerships secured, posts published, and applications submitted. The rule of thumb here is to track enough to stay aware, but not so much that it becomes another source of stress. And let's face it, you'll have weeks, maybe even months, where you feel like you're failing. Here's what to do. Step 1, pause and breathe. Beating yourself up will not get you back on track, but compassion will. Step 2, look at your data, not your feelings. Open your tracker, your bank account, your calendar. What actually happened? You might find out that you did more than you thought, or you might find real gaps. But now you have information and not just shame. Step 3, ask, what's one small thing I can do today? You don't need to catch up on everything. You need to take aligned action. Go for a walk, send a pitch, save $10, make one healthy meal. That's enough to start building real momentum. Step 4, revisit your why. Go back to your vision board, look at the images, remember why you wanted this. Reconnect with the feeling That emotional charge will reignite motivation. Step 5, adjust the goal if needed. Maybe the goal was too big and you bit off a little more than you could chew. Maybe your life changed and maybe you were chasing someone else's dream. It's okay to change the target. Flexibility is not failure. Let's talk about accountability. You're more likely to stick to your goals if someone else knows about them. So maybe think about an accountability partner. Find a friend or a peer who's also working on goals. You can text each other weekly updates, celebrate wins together, and be honest about struggles. Public accountability is another thing you can do. You can share your goals publicly on social media or in a group chat, and knowing people are watching in a supportive way increases follow through. There are paid options as well. You can hire a coach, join a mastermind, or invest in a course or community. It's said that financial investment increases commitment. Or you can opt for self-accountability. If you work best alone, email yourself your goals and check-in reflections. Every quarter, you can email yourself your goals and check-in reflections. Reading your past words is incredibly motivating. This is a big reminder. Celebration is not optional. It's part of the process. When you celebrate, your brain releases dopamine, which reinforces the behavior and makes you want to keep going. If you never acknowledge your wins, your brain stops seeing the point. Here's how you can celebrate. Share your win with someone who will hype you up. Treat yourself to something meaningful, not just another shopping spree, something intentional. Update your vision board with a receipt section, screenshots, photos, notes of things you've actually done. Journal about it. Write using the prompt, I'm proud of myself for, and then rest. Sometimes the best celebration is giving yourself permission to do nothing for a day. Okay, so by the time December 2026 rolls around, I want you to look at your vision board and see proof. Here is your final assignment for the year. Go back to your 2026 vision board, pull out your trackers, your photos, your journals, your bank statements, your content, your calendar, and for every goal on that board, write down what actually happened. Some goals you'll have crushed, some goals you'll have adjusted, some goals you'll have released, and all of that is growth. Then you'll be able to create a 2026 wrapped, just like you did for 2025 in episode 1. Celebrate your receipts and give yourself credit, and use that momentum to start the process and build in 2027. You just completed the full Reset and Manifest 2026 series. You audited 2025 and pulled up your receipts. You learned how to avoid vision board mistakes and set SMART goals. You built both physical and digital vision boards. Now you have a quarterly check-in system and an accountability plan to make it actually happen. This is not about perfection. This is about intention, adjustment, and showing up for yourself all year long. Your 2026 is going to be full of receipts, and I can already see it. Thank you so much for doing this work with me. If you create your boards, track your wins, or have any breakthroughs, please tag me. I want to celebrate with you. Here's to your best year yet. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next time. Until next time, stay glowing.